Communism is a red plague that threatens all of Europe unless we can halt its spread. In June 1941, Operation Barbarossa, the fatherland's audacious preemptive strike against the Bolshevik menace, won us countless victories and took our forces to the very gates of Moscow itself. But any army, even one such as ours, must give ground when facing an enemy possessing seemingly limitless numbers. In 1942, the High Command decreed Moscow unworthy of German blood being spilt in its name. Instead, it sent the Sixth Army south to secure a different prize, the city of Stalingrad. Its capture will sever the Soviets' vital trade route to the Caspian Sea and allow us access to the oil-rich city of Baku. Our inevitable successes shall deliver a devastating blow to the already crumbling Russian war machine. The men have entered the city and are poised to launch a series of attacks designed to wipe out the remainder of the Soviet 62nd Army. Resistance has been sporadic. No doubt the enemy is digging in, determined to extract as high a price as possible for the city named after their leader. We will methodically locate each enemy strongpoint, isolate it, then destroy it. No doubt the Russians will, whenever possible, carelessly spend Bolshevik lives, launching suicidal counterattacks. So we must be cautious. While the world has never seen a force as highly trained as ours, the Russians have proven themselves stubborn opponents, and it would be foolish to underestimate an enemy as desperate as they. I am confident of victory, though the thought that our flanks are guarded by Romanians and Italians fills me with unease. I wish, as do the men, for a swift victory and swifter journey home. Gentlemen, welcome to Feldersatzkompanie 200. While we have you here, we're going to just check that some of your basic training has sunk in. We'll focus on basic weapon skills, but before that, we'll check out your fitness. So, run to those sandbags! Run! Los, los! Run! Los, los! Dive to prone in front of the wire! Let's see how you crawl, Männer! Jump up and sprint! Good. Well done. Now move on to the next station. This is the MP40 machine pistol. Fires the 9mm Parabellum round. Full automatic, using a 32-round magazine. Cover is all important. It can hide you and save your life. Just be intelligent about what you take cover behind. Blind fire is the term for firing where you cannot see. Useful if you don't want to expose yourself. Use blind fire now and see what you can hit. Good. Well done. You can fire from cover, or risk exposing yourself more to return fire. Free fire at the targets on the range. Good. Stand up straight again. Good. Free fire at the targets on the range. Good. Well done. Now to steady your weapon and be more accurate with your fire, control your breathing. Free fire! This time control your breathing. This is the Mauser Kar-98 rifle. Single shot, bolt action. And reloads using the 5-round clip. Obviously, accuracy is improved if you aim properly down the sights. To be more accurate with your first shot, estimate the range and dial in the sight. 300 meters is a good 0 point for your rifle, for example. Practice dialing in the range and fire on the targets downrange. Don't forget to bolt the rifle after each shot, so... Bullets follow the law of gravity. They drop towards the ground as they fly. This is another reason to dial in your sights, or just aim high. Open fire at the targets again. High and right. Bring your aim down. Don't snatch the trigger. On target. Good shot. The rate of fire is so high on this weapon that the barrel can overheat. If you overheat it too far, the barrel may burst, making the weapon unusable, and you defenseless. Replace the barrel now. Open fire downrange, small bursts. Good. Now use the single shot mode. Open fire. This is the standard Kar 98 with a sniper scope fitted. You can fire from a standing, crouched or prone posture. The more stable you are, the more accurate your shots will be. From standing position, open fire! Good. From the crouch, fire free. Bullets follow the law of gravity. They drop towards the ground as they fly. This is another reason to dial in your sights, or just aim high. Open fire at the targets again. You missed completely. Focus on the target. 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 This is the MG-34 mounted on the Lafette tripod for sustained fire. Here it is belt-fed, more stable. Just remember not to overheat the barrel. You still have iron sights for more accurate fire. Use them. Range is free. Open fire at the truck. Good shooting. Head out of this station. August 1942. Spartanovka. The Fatherland's forces have made excellent progress towards Stalingrad. Our swift advance has caught the Soviets by surprise, an advantage we should capitalize on. So our forces can safely breach Stalingrad's walls without fear of attack from the rear. We've been tasked to secure the village of Spartanovka. But Ivan is not going to surrender this sorry pile of bricks without a fight, so we'll have to take it from him. First, take the church. Use the gullies for cover on the way in and watch for enemy fire coming from the windows. Then move to clear the first housing block. Remember, Russian soldiers love dirty, close-quarter fighting, so watch your backs going room to room. Next, clear the second housing block. Again, be careful and watch your flanks for stray enemy activity. Finally, once the other 3 objectives are secure, move to capture the town hall to the east. We think it'll be the most heavily defended enemy position, so make good use of the cover wherever possible. It's a simple mission. You'll still need to work fast. Remember your training, while the Bolsheviks are ill-prepared. Never underestimate their willingness to spend lives if it means spilling even just a drop of German blood.
Attack the enemy, men! Remember your mission! For glory! Watch my back! Got him!
catch my breath.
Get down!
Kill that Bolshevik!
He stuck him! Get him! Pinned down! I need some help here! takes is for mistake. Not now! Cover me! I don't know if I got him. Watch my back!
Infantry!
Hold your fire! Ah, verdammt! I'm wounded! Ah, verdammt! I'm hit. I can't...
September 1942, Western Stalingrad. As our high command suspected, the Russian army is poorly prepared to face the full might of Germany's finest, and even now scurries deeper into the city. We've driven back the local Bolsheviks, and they marshal the remaining forces in the so-called Red Barracks. I have orders to clear the last of the resistance in the area. This will be a nighttime mission, so the moon is full, so you'll be able to see. Begin your assault by securing the warehouse. Be sure to clear the upstairs offices before moving on. Then eliminate all resistance in the political school to the south of the warehouse. It's a single-story structure, which should present few problems. Next, capture the infirmary. It's little more than a two-story ruin, but no doubt crawling with Russians, so be sure to use cover where possible. Your final objective is the administrative hall to the south of the infirmary. It's mostly intact, so watch those windows. The Luftwaffe has reduced the area to rubble, but proceed with caution. Poorly trained and ill-equipped though he is, at close quarters Ivan makes for a cunning foe who loves nothing more than to drive his rusty blade into honest German flesh.
Stay focused. Ivan is most dangerous in defeat. Do not underestimate the enemy. Get in there and finish him quickly! Just give me a second. Stay alert. Don't know if I got him. Not now. Cover me! Don't know if I got him.
Save your ammunition for the enemy! Cover!
Covering fire! Red son. Come on. Finish it. Finish it. Got him! Target down! Scheiße! Granate! Take cover!
We got him! Умрите, гады! Be more careful, men! Вражеская пехота! Будьте начеку, товарищи! Вражеская пехота! Прикройте меня! Куда они движутся?
Rifle down! They got him! Get down on shooting, Costanza! Die!
Немецкая пехота!
Granate, look out!
Прикройте меня!
Enemy down!
Страшно!
Got him suppressed! Help me finish him! Verdammt! Just give me a it takes is one mistake. They're out there somewhere.
Stinking Russian!
Помогите! Меня ранило! Give me some cover fire, idiots! За Сталина! Bolshevik scum!
Enemy fire!
Будьте начеку, товарищи.
I think I got him. Down! Please, don't let him get past us! Nice eye. Take cover!
We have won the battle for Germany. Been 3 days in the hell of Stalingrad. One has no idea what is happening there. This surpasses everything experienced so far. The city is continually getting smaller, and the ruins are getting bigger. Every house must have been destroyed, and often battles are fought for mounds of rubble. The artillery is smashing into it. Tanks and infantry comb the street, and this is the toughest work. Everyone who gets out alive may thank God. Gefreiter Otto Lanz, 305th Panzerjägerabteilung.